often hear that the AI-driven enterprise model works for a small startup, but not a 40,000 person company. And I want to address that because the AI-driven enterprise model applies to any and every organization of any size in any sector. Henry Ford III wrote the foreword to the book No One Works Here. When I put the book out, he made a point that I feel compelled to emphasize. In 1913, his family's moving assembly line cut the build time of a Model T from 12 hours to 93 minutes. 12 hours down to 93 minutes. What's most interesting to me is what he says next in the foreword. The next great leap won't come from speeding up the conveyor belts. It'll come from speeding up decisions. So when a skeptic tells me, sure, the AI-driven enterprise model works for a 12-person software startup, but not for my 40,000 person company, I push back. Because the thing slowing your big company down isn't your size. It's your latency, your velocity. Think about how a decision actually makes its way through a large enterprise. We gather data, we schedule a meeting, and lose 3 days just trying to find a slot in the calendar. We deliberate, we build consensus, we wait for approval, and that friction is all baked into the system. And it runs at the speed of biology because all of us have to eat, breathe, and sleep. A small team isn't beating you because they're smarter. They're beating you because they removed the latency from their organization. They're operating on system time while you're stuck operating on human time. And this is not a Silicon Valley story. Ford said it plainly. This is a universal evolution across industries like aerospace, healthcare, automotive, pharma. Moving metal is just orchestrating complex systems of logic and logistics. So I'd encourage you to take one decision that your company made last quarter. Trace it from end to end. How many days were taken up just by deliberation? And how much of that time was actually spent creating value? Be honest about the ratio between those two. Know that your competitor's advantage isn't their headcount, it's their latency. And latency is something that you can refactor.